do you have a boyfriend? I said, no, I don't have a boyfriend. And she says to me, well, when's the last time you had one? And I said, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago. She's like, you've gone without sex for 5 to 6 years? Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to my channel. I've been off for a couple days, had to do some personal stuff, but I am back, and boy, do I have a story for you. It's going to kind of start out as a story, and then we're going to get into anti-vaccinators. If you want to click away, I get it, but please stick around. I promise you, you will find this both hilarious and sad. Let's get to the story. So, on Monday, I went and I got my hair braided. It is the summer, and I just don't feel like dealing with my hair in the humidity. So I go and get my hair braided, and I'm sitting there. I'm talking to the woman that's braiding my hair, and she asked me, was I vaccinated? And I said, yes, I am. How about you? She says, no, I'm not vaccinated. I don't really believe in getting the vaccine. And I asked her, why not? She says to me, well, we don't really know what's in it. We can't really trust it. We don't know. What if you still get sick from getting, and you've already gotten the vaccine? Number one, I'm going to be leaving links to the research that I found about why it's important to get the vaccine in the description below, so you all can do your own research. Anyway, I explained to her what I've read about the importance of getting the vaccine. You still might get it. It's a slim chance, but it's really to prevent you from getting so sick you have to go into the hospital. But if you've been paying attention to the news and you've been looking at the numbers, cases are down, deaths are down, it seems like we're getting through this. Anyway, I give her all this information, and she said, well, it doesn't mean you still can't get COVID. And I said, you're right, but let me give you an example. I said to her, when we get in our car, we wear our seatbelts. The seatbelt is not what's going to prevent us from getting in a car accident, but the seatbelt will prevent us from potentially dying. You might be injured and everything, but you won't die, and hopefully you come out of it, all things considered. I said this to her, dead ass, honest to God, serious. She looks at me and she says, I don't wear a seatbelt. I said, what did you say? She says to me, I don't wear seatbelts. I'm like, what do you mean you don't wear a seatbelt? How do you not wear a seatbelt? She's like, it's just not for me. I'm like, you've gone your whole life not wearing a seatbelt while you drive? She says, yeah, pretty much. And I'm looking at her and I said, how? I actually, side note, I had a conversation, the same conversation with someone else yesterday, completely different area. My hairdresser's a female. The person that I spoke to yesterday was a male. We had the same conversation as I just told you. I said to him, you wear a seatbelt, right? It doesn't guarantee you won't get hit, but it will prevent it. The same thing. He says to me, honest to God, I don't wear a seatbelt. What is going on? How do you not wear a seatbelt? How? Oh, my God. So then, this conversation took an even stranger turn. It doesn't really have to do with the vaccine, but it kind of has to do with how I explained to you. Sometimes when you are disabled, people think they can ask you whatever they want because they feel as though you're defenseless and you can't do anything about it. And this is kind of what it's like to be just jazz at times. Now, an intelligent person will probably stop talking to her, just let her finish your hair. But people like her fascinate me. So we begin talking again, and then it takes a drastic turn. She says to me, what do you like to do for fun when you're not working? I said, I like to hang out with my friends. We go to the bar. We just chill. I don't know. And she says to me, you drink? I said, yeah, all the time. What about you? She says to me, I don't really drink. It's not my thing. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Then she proceeds to ask me, this is the part, she says to me, do you have a boyfriend? I said, no, I don't have a boyfriend. And she says to me, well, when's the last time you had one? And I said, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago. She's like, you've gone without sex for 5 to 6 years? And I'm looking at her and I'm like, how did we get from me just not having a boyfriend to me just not having sex? And I look at, now mind you, we have our masks on, but in the middle of her braiding my hair, I turned and looked at her, and I said to her, how did we get here? What is happening? She says to me, girl, I don't know what I do without having sex. I don't know how you do it. What's going on? Which, on one hand, is extremely invasive question. You shouldn't be asking anybody that. But on the other hand, what do you expect from somebody that doesn't wear a seatbelt in the car? I say all this to kind of say, please get your vaccine, especially if you live in the U.S. If you are 18 and older, please get your vaccine. If you're 12 to 17, please, if you haven't already, convince your parents to get you vaccinated. It is so, so important. I was listening to the news the other day, and Dr. Fauci, you'll probably click off the video just from the fact that I said the word Fauci, oh well, get over yourself. And he basically said it's unbelievable that we have so much vaccine and people still don't want to get it. The fact that we have to bribe people with beer and free tuition, and some lady in Ohio, random lady, won $1 million a few weeks ago for getting her vaccine. The fact that we have to do all this, I think, is terrible. Why do you need an incentive to get the vaccine? Why do we have to do this? Because we're so used to getting everything that we want. I think as a country, I know. As a country, we're just spoiled. And I am so disappointed in us, yet I'm not surprised. There are so many countries that want and need this vaccine. We have the opportunity to get it whenever we want. When just 4 or 5 months ago, people were fighting to get the vaccine. People were lying about their age. People were flying to other parts of the U.S. just so they could get the vaccine because the supply was scarce. Now we're at a point where anybody who wants one can have one, and we don't want it. And I think that is pathetic. I think it is unacceptable, and I think we're throwing a middle finger to all the scientists, all the doctors, all the people out there that have risked their lives to get us the vaccine, all the medical personnel that have risked their lives in saving us every day, have seen countless upon countless of deaths, and we still won't do what's right. Everybody wants to get back to normal. They don't have to do the simple thing so we can get back to normal. I don't understand this. I was just talking to a good friend, like a cousin of mine, the other day. No disrespect if you're listening to this, no shade to you, but it is what it is. She doesn't trust the vaccine, yet and still she smokes cigarettes because she doesn't trust what's in it, but she'll smoke. Where's the logic? Why are people so out of touch and dumb? I hope it gets better. I really want it to get better, but I know it's not going to get better. People are always going to be this stupid. I wish there was a way that I could just, or somebody out there who's had COVID and lived through it, could just put their hands on people who don't want to get the vaccine, and for like a second, 5, maybe even 30 seconds. Just feel everything that person who's gone through COVID has felt. I want you to feel like you can't breathe. I want you to feel yourself gasping for air. I want you to feel probably the hopelessness and fear that all these other unfortunate COVID patients had to go through so you can get your vaccine. If your health is not a good enough incentive for getting the vaccine and doing what's right, I don't know what else to tell you. So this video was all over the place, but it still rings true to what I'm saying. Please get the vaccine. Please don't be stupid. And I can't believe I'm actually saying this. Please wear your seatbelt. Jesus, please. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. I'm not really much of a story time kind of person, or maybe I am, but I really just wanted to vent my frustration to you all. Don't forget, please become a patron if you can for just $1 a month. We have 4 tiers. I'll leave the link in the description below so you can go check it out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. You'll see me tomorrow. Tomorrow's video is a doozy. Have a wonderful day. Please be blessed. Bye.